I am the cheapest guy in the world. I buy my clothes from Goodwill. I buy my girlfriend's jewelry used from pawn shop. She doesn't know that, so hopefully she doesn't watch this video. I send my kid to lunch with last night's leftover dinner. I wear my shoes until the sole literally has holes in them. You know the penny trick where you check the tread on your tires, where if you can see Abraham Lincoln's head, you need to get new tires? Well, I drive my tires all the way down to where you can't even stick the penny in the tire because there's no tread. Moral of the story is, I'm a cheap. So hey, I thought, what better to do than make a video talking about the cheapest stocks in the stock market? I'm not talking about your typical penny stocks that we swing trade all the time. I'm talking about the bottom of the bargain bin stocks. The stocks that are trading for less than a penny. The stocks where you could buy the whole entire company with a coffee cup full of loose change. So maybe we'll find some good companies that we can invest in, or maybe they'll all be trash. But these are the top 5 cheapest stocks in the entire stock market. What is good, all my trader homies? It's your boy Kevin from Touchdown Trades, your trading BFF, your stock market bestie. Once again, I'm coming at you guys 30 floors below my kitchen from the Touchdown Trades trading bunker. Today, we're going to be talking about the cheapest stocks in the penny stock world. Okay, we're not talking about stocks that we want to buy or these are companies that we should invest in. No, we are just looking for the cheapest companies publicly traded right now. Maybe we'll find some good deals down there at the bottom of the bargain bin, but the point of this video is not to find trades. It's just to check out the deepest, darkest depths of the stock market. All right, so there is going to be a couple rules here. No OTCs. Only stocks traded on the NASDAQ or any other exchange. No OTC stocks. All right, so let's jump into this. All right, guys. So ticker number 1 is going to be this KGJI, King Gold Jewelry Inc. It's currently trading at 15 cents a share, and it is a jewelry company. So, but before we talk about what the company does, I just launched this swing trading chat room and alert service, 2-week free trial in the description. The only swing trading service out there. All these people want to sell day trading crap. Well, this swing trading alert and chat room is legit the only one out there. We typically are swing trading penny stocks and sometimes large caps, but we do it big in the chat room. So check out the 2-week free trial down below. All right, so this KGJI, cheap penny stock. The bargain bin stock number 1 is King Gold Jewelry, is a Chinese jewelry company that makes 24 karat gold ornamental Chinese pieces based in China. So their market cap is only $2.56 million. A tiny, tiny, tiny company. The thing that's surprising though is that they're actually a pretty legit company. They had an income of $4 million last year with sales of $2 billion. So this company, even though it's literally the smallest company currently publicly traded in the entire market from a market cap standpoint, is actually not doing bad. They have decent sales numbers and decent income numbers. Okay, so let's take a look at their website here and see what they're selling. So looks like they're selling gold Chinese Buddhas. Gold Chinese Buddhas and Chinese ornamental figurines. All they're doing is selling nice high class 24 karat gold Chinese figurines. And I guess they sell $2 billion worth of this stuff a year. To each their own. I'm not buying a $50,000 Chinese Buddha, but $2 billion in sales, you can't hate on them. All right, so let's move on to the second cheapest stock in the entire stock market. All right, guys, before we move on to the next cheapest stock in the entire stock market, I actually want to break down the chart on this KGJI because the fundamentals are actually surprisingly good, and I think there might be a trade here, surprisingly. So we got the daily chart. We can see that it's currently just broke below this prior pivot here at like 45 cents and is sold all the way off down to 15 cents. I'm not sure on the news regarding that or if there's a catalyst, but let's look at a 3-year week chart. So we're trading at all-time lows right now, pretty much. So the only way we could find a trade is if we look at a faster time frame. We could use this 15-cent level as our risk. Look for this thing to break back up towards 25 cents or even 30 cents. So next week, I'm actually going to be watching this thing, and if it starts to hold above this 15-cent level, I'm going to get long, and I'm going to look for this thing to break up towards 30 cents a share. We just found a trade on the first cheapest stock in the entire stock market. That's really cool, and we'll see if we can find any more. So let's move on to the second cheapest stock in the entire stock market. All right, trader homies. So the second ticker is going to be this RHE. Regional Health Properties, Inc. They manage properties designed to be turned into senior living homes. Before we look at this stock, do me one favor. Go ahead and give the like button, the old touchdown trades. Judo jab in the eyes, the snake eye jab. You guys know how we do it here at Touchdown Trades. So let's look at the fundamentals on this RHE. All right, so Regional Health Properties, they buy property and later try to turn them into senior living nursing homes and then manage them themselves. So we can see that this is more what I was expecting. The market cap, tiny, $2.6 million market, negative $4 million. So they're losing $4 million a year, and the sales of only 20 million. That's what I was expecting to see from these companies. The first ticker there, that King Gold, those fundamentals were spot on. I was expecting to see stuff more along this lines. All right, so let's check out this company's website here real quick. So we can see that they're a real estate company and they're buying these properties and later turning them into nursing homes and senior living. Let's take a look at the chart real quick and see if there's anything there. The chart isn't looking horrible. Trades decent volume, and it is kind of basing out here. We can see that it's just kind of been chopping around for a while, but it's a pretty predictable pattern. As we hold over that 120 level, you get these spikes and then the pullbacks. So on pullbacks, I guess if you wanted to, you could get long and just sell into the quick spikes, because it's pretty predictable that every time there's a pullback, you get that spike, pullback, spike, 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 and then you had a really hard sell-off here, but then you got the quick spike right back up. So the next pullback, you can get long, and the odds are pretty strong that you're going to get a spike. But I would recommend setting a hard stop, because this thing is a junk trash company. All right, so that's the second cheapest stock in the entire penny stock world. Let's move on to the third one. All right, guys, so here we have the third cheapest stock in the penny stock market. ARTL is the ticker, and it is a cannabinoid, is that right? It's a CBD company. They make CBDs to help treat cancer patients with anorexia. That's a really unique business model if I've ever heard one myself. So let's take a look at the numbers here. We have a market cap of $4 million, and we have a market cap of $4 million, income of negative 4.5, and typically with these small biotech companies, no sales whatsoever, because they don't have any products in market. So these really tiny, small biotech penny stocks are typically the most speculative plays that there are in the entire market. So they've never come to market with a product whatsoever. So if you invest in one of these companies, you're hoping that one of the drugs they have in the pipeline is actually going to get FDA approved, and that's what you're looking for. So let's take a look at the website here. It's Artello Biosciences, modulating the endocannabinoid system is among the most promising fields in the pharmaceutical industry. I don't really disagree. I think we're going to see a big push in CBD companies here in the future. So maybe there is something here. Let's look at the therapeutical potential. The ECS is a widespread neuromodulatory system that plays an important role in human central nervous system development. Synaptic plasticity. It's a bunch of crazy words. I think what they're saying is you have cancer, you don't want to eat, the CBDs help you eat, in just a short layman's term there. I'm not really sure about the company. I'm not really looking to buy anything that doesn't even have one product at market yet. So let's take a look at the chart. We can see it's similar to the last ticker where we have the sell-offs and then the quick spikes up, the sell-offs, the quick spikes up. So I don't really see anything here with this one. So I'm going to be staying away from this ARTL, but that is the third cheapest stock in the entire penny stock market. Let's move on to number 4. All right, guys, so the fourth cheapest stock in the entire stock market based on market cap is going to be this MARPS. You know you got a crazy stock when you're talking about a 5-letter ticker. I've always found it funny when stocks have 5-letter tickers. That's always sketchy. So what we have here is an oil and gas petroleum company. It's Marine Petroleum. Let's take a look at the fundamentals, the numbers. We got a market cap similar to the last one, 4 million. They are profitable with $500,000 in income, sales of only 0.8 million. So if they have like a pretty good return on not return on investment, but they're not spending much money if they only have sales of 0.8 million and an income of 0.6. That's pretty incredible. I don't know if that's right or not. Not really much there. It is a oil and gas company based in, I think, South Texas and the Gulf Coast. Here we have their website. See a big oil rig. Not really much to look at. I think they don't even have a real website. This is just like the financial for stockholders to come check out their quarterly earnings reports. Let's take a look at the chart here. We can see the chart isn't actually horrible. We have a nice level right here, down here at the 170 level. We could actually base a trade off of this. So we have a real nice level down there at 170, and we could use that as our risk. And we have the 200 EMA coming in, kind of scooping us up. And we could look for this thing to break back up towards 240, 260. Use that 170 as our risk. Nice risk to reward ratio there. I'm not sure if I'm interested in it or not, but I'll put it on my watch list. So hey, there's the second ticker I'm putting on a watch list from the cheapest penny stocks in the entire market. So let's move on to the last one here. All right, trader homies, the fifth and final cheapest stock in the entirety of the stock market is going to be this Apex Global Brands, ticker APEX. They are a lifestyle brand company. Let's check out the numbers. We have market cap similar to the rest, 4 million. Income, they're losing over 10 million a year on sales of 20 million a year. So the sales are promising compared to the market cap. They are bleeding money, but it's always easier to fix the bleeding of money than it is to get more sales. So I'm not turned off by a company that's losing money if they have the sales coming in. So you can always trim the fat by cutting cost, but it's harder to get the sales to come in than it is to cut cost. Let's take a look at the website and see what they do. I think it's kind of like a clothing company. Let's see what their brands are. Oh, so they own Cherokee. I'm familiar with Cherokee, and I'm also familiar with this high tech. I'm familiar with this high tech. I think I've seen it in TJ Maxx. They own Tony Hawk's brand. What? They got some legit brands here. This Cherokee, I think, is in Target. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at this. This is pretty surprising. If it'll let us click on it. Let's look at Cherokee. So it looks like they create brands and then they manage them out. I think the Cherokee brand, if I'm not mistaken, is in Target. I'll have to do some more research on that and let you guys know. But they got some legit brands. They got Tony Hawk. They got Cherokee, high tech. I've seen this high tech in like sporting goods stores. They got a boot company. I kind of like this. Let's see, in the news. So no really big PRs here. The Tony Hawk signature collection makes North American debut exclusively with rain. They got Tony Hawk. That's some big news. All right, let's look at the chart and see if there's a trade here. All right, so we have a obvious upward trend going on. We could take a trade, and if it broke that trend line, hop out of it. Or we could use this prior like 65-cent level as our risk. But we do have the 200 EMA creeping down on it, acting as resistance. And we can see that we've rejected it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So if we kind of got to close over the 200 EMA and then kind of started consolidating on pullback into the 200 EMA, I might look to get long and look for a move towards $1.20. I don't dislike this company. I really don't. We found 3 decent buys from this cheapest penny stock video, the third being this APEX. I like that they have that Cherokee brand and the Tony Hawk brand. I'm going to take a look and do some more due diligence into this APEX. I'm surprised it's the 5th cheapest stock in the entire stock market. That's crazy. All right, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video as much as I did. I had a blast making this video because I'm a cheapskate myself, and I liked looking at the cheapest stocks that there is in the entire stock market. I thought it was funny, and we actually found some decent buys. So if you got anything from the video or found it interesting or funny yourself, go ahead and hit the like button. If you haven't yet subscribed, make sure to do that, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Appreciate you guys and love you all. Peace.